Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for Broadway World. Following a critically acclaimed, sold-out run off-Broadway, David Adjimi's new play, Stereophonic, has come to Broadway, and we're here on opening night to celebrate with the company.
I couldn't have dreamed anything like this. This is way beyond anything I could have dreamed. When you start a play, it's so homemade and so like just something with you at a desk. And to see it expand and magnify, just to see the magnitude of what this is becoming, it's so miraculous to me. I don't actually have words for it because I can't process it.
Worked on so many wonderful projects over the years. What's made this one so special for you?
I just think it's just a very unusual piece. It's not really like any other piece of theater that I've ever seen before. And in order to make it, it just asks so much of the whole creative team and all the actors. And so it's a real labor of love.
You have put an incredible cast together. Not only are they incredible actors, they're also musicians and rock stars. I mean, was it hard to cast?
It was hard to cast because the text demands extraordinary actors, and the music demands real musicality. And so putting together a company that could satisfy both of those was very challenging, but we did, and we're thrilled.
The creative team, like Daniel Hawkins, a brilliant director. David Adjimi is such a joy to work with, and the characters in the script. Justin Craig, the music director, we built a band together with these actors who are geniuses. To like work with a team of 7 geniuses, 10 geniuses, you're like, this is a privilege of a lifetime. Like Will Brill was friggin' playing bass to my song up on stage, and I was like, that guy's going places. That kid's a real good actor.
When you all took your bow tonight, what were you thinking?
You can't see anything. The lights are very bright. The lights are much brighter on Broadway. And you're like, wow, this is cool. This is literally like a dream. Like I don't even know what's happening.
You worked on so many beautiful projects. What's made this so special for you?
Oh gosh, learning the bass, getting to work with David Adjimi, getting to work with Will Butler, with Daniel Hawkins, with this insane cast. It is blessings on blessings on blessings. I will be honest, this is by far the most difficult experience I have ever had in my life. This character, who I love and means the world to me, parallels my own life experience in devastating ways. And so it's been a horror show, but also... you know that part in Our Town when Mrs. Soames says, oh, childbirth, I'd forgotten all about that. Wasn't life terrible and wonderful? It's kind of like that.
When you read the play, what made you say, yes, I have to do this?
I mean, it was just this epic, mammoth, big sandwich of a play. I was like, there's so much in this play, I don't even understand it all. I'm unsure of how this is going to be on its feet. I'm unsure of how I am going to learn how to play the piano and sing in front of people without passing away. So I think I just saw it and it felt like I was looking at a mountain, and I was like, well, I have to try and climb it if I can.
Oh, I have been doing workshops of this play since 2016, and I've been with it through its whole journey. So it's really been a lot of wild ups and downs of like having a mind-blowing script where I was like, who's gonna ever produce this play that needs like a functioning recording studio on stage? To then like eventually the music came in, like Will Butler was attached, but we hadn't heard the songs, and I was like, is somebody really gonna write songs that are framed as like gonna be for the greatest album of all? Like what an impossible assignment. And then the music arrived, and I was like, it's so good, like he did it somehow. And then, you know, we had some like early attention for the play, and it almost made it out there, and then the pandemic came and scrunched everything down, and just so many ups and downs before Playwrights Horizons really took us into their arms and gave the show exactly what it needed. And from there, we've just been able to like launch onto Broadway.
What has made this so special for you with working on Stereophonic?
I think just the piece itself is about a collaboration, and I think this has been the most fruitful, fulfilling collaboration I've been a part of. Baseline material is so rich, and then our director, Daniel Hawkins, and the cast of this ensemble has been I trust them with my life, and they're so giving.
You know, we made a band together, and I've never been more close to castmates because we are bandmates as well. You know, everyone says, "Oh, you're in a fake band." No, this is a real band. You know, but working with Sarah, especially with Sarah every night, we have such trust. Especially now that we're on Broadway, we have such trust in each other because we really know each other. And Juliana and I have been friends for over 10 years. We did a play together years ago, a two-hander. So we got to know each other then, and to revisit our working relationship and our friendship is amazing. So.
From the second that I read it, I identified so deeply with the kind of the genre, I guess, if you will, as like a rock and roll, a story of a rock and roll band, and then also of these humans, and then also just with Simon's journey and the character who I play, Simon, and his struggles with. I mean, it just identified with the character across the board, and the story, and the people who are bringing it to life are just. It's exhilarating to do it every single time we've done it.
You guys had a really long rehearsal period, which was like 7 weeks, right?
It was luxurious. I mean, well, that was for the first round.
Yeah.
When we did it at, it was definitely a truncated process the second time around. But with the first time around, I mean, there was so much to learn.
Yeah.
All the musicians, aside from Chris Stack, who plays the drums, he was basically drumming at drummer level.
Yeah.
Everybody else had to kind of figure it out to some degree or another, how to be a rock star and play their instruments. There was a lot of sound tech to figure out on stage and off. I had to learn how to pretend to fool people into thinking that I knew what the hell I was doing. But also, there's microphones everywhere. There's a whole sound isolation booth that's a part of the stage. There's all kinds of stuff we had to figure out tech-wise. So. And also the script is so demanding. It's 220-something pages. It's really technically precise in terms of overlaps and rhythm. It's all time that we needed and time we well used and really we all enjoyed too. I mean, a lot of hard work, but really a joy when you're working on something this good.